Hi, I'm Jami Philbrick for iamROGUE.com. I'm here at DisneyToon Studios for the Tinkerbell and the Legend of the NeverBeast press day. I had a chance to talk to actress Ginnifer Goodwin about her role in the film. Here's what she had to say. So you're obviously no stranger to the world of Disney characters and the Disney fairy tales, but what was it like to kind of dip your toes in the, the world and the universe of Peter Pan?
I mean, it was a new experience for me. I always ultimately wanted to end up here. I always wanted to voice animated features, and I was right that it is something that I frankly enjoy more than live action.
Why do you enjoy it more?
It's just more liberating. It's more fun. There are a lot of things about it that make it a really exceptional job. I mean, if work is like coming into the Disney Studios and like going through the candy bar in my pajamas and then like, jumping up and down making animal noises for 4 hours is the day's work, like I'm in. That's
sign me up.
Like what is not fun about that? And knowing that I'm in the best hands in the storytelling world, but it's a very different. It requires very different skills that I had to find and learn along the way.
That's what I wanted to ask you about. Is there a different acting approach to doing?
100%.
Tell me about it.
Well, I tried in the beginning to just. I mean, I thought that it was something that was going to come more naturally, and then discovered upon hearing myself play back after the first couple of passes at the film, which I started working on this like 3 years ago. And the first couple of passes I made were really pretty lousy. It ends up that my voice cannot be relied on to tell a story, and there are all kinds of things about it that don't work when animated, and I had to really. I talked to friends who do animated voices about their processes, and for instance, Lee Ehrenberg, who plays Grumpy on Once Upon a Time, said to me, I mean, the best piece of advice I got was, fairly early on when I was really unhappy with what I was doing. He said, well, what do you, walk me through physically, what are you doing in the booth? And I was like, well, I'm sitting in the chair. He's like, that's your first mistake. Why are you sitting down? And I was like, yeah, you're right. He's like, that's already inhibiting. And like what you need to do is like, find a way to be free. This is all just about, like everything that we do in live action, I have found through this process is controlled. I'm controlling when I'm blinking, when I'm, filming a movie.
Right.
And so I needed to find a way to like express myself in a much grander way while staying connected. So Lee said, you need to stand up, and if your character's jumping up and down, you may want to
jumping up and down.
Physically find that place, and so what I ended up doing physically would be unusable in live action,
right?
Because it was so much larger than life, but it made for the right level of voice work
for them to be able to animate what you were doing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Your character Fawn, she's got this passion for animals. She's the animal fairy, and she loves any animal. So then she comes across Gruff, and kind of one of the lessons is maybe some animals are a little dangerous. There's some danger out there.
Yes.
You need to be aware of that. Can you talk about sort of Fawn's relationship to the animal kingdom?
Well, as she says repeatedly in the movie, in these words, she is someone who thinks with her heart, not with her head, and she needs to find that balance because she does understand that all life has value, has a place, and therefore all animals should be respected. But that doesn't mean that she necessarily should be BFFs with all of them, because there is self-preservation, and she has to, learn that there are limitations. But at the same time, she ends up being right in many ways that we need to not be judging books by their covers, because, for instance, Gruff ends up being such a lovable beast.
Yeah, there's some really great lessons in this film.
Yeah, there's like lesson after lesson.
Yeah, right.
What's this movie about? I'm like, in which 10-minute segments do you want it? Because there's so many wonderful lessons.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's Tinkerbell, there's fairies, there's magic, and there's stuff for the kids to enjoy.
And I think boys and girls both.
Yeah.
It's also a little more unusual even for this franchise.
Yeah, well, there really is that pet theme that obviously boys and girls can relate to.
Yes.
Did you kind of draw on any experiences that you've had with pets to sort of understand that relationship between Fawn and Gruff?
Oh, yes. I had, in fact, I kept losing it when we would record the end of the film because of a relationship I had with a dog. And, I don't want to give anything away, but, the thought of having an opportunity to do with my dog what she was able to do with Gruff was so powerful to me that I couldn't help but think about my dog.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll let you know, as an audience member, I was crying in that scene too because of my relationship with my dog.
Yeah.
It comes right through.
And I think, well, and my husband was my date to the premiere, and I was like, is he wiping his face? Like in the film, I just saw like hand going over cheeks, and I just heard him saying to himself during the credits, I can't believe Tinkerbell made me cry.
Yeah, Tinkerbell made. I can't believe Tinkerbell. That should be on the poster. I can't believe Tinkerbell made me cry. Yeah, exactly. All tearing up. No, honey, I just got something in my eye.
Right,
Awesome.
exactly. Stressing my eyes.
Well, congratulations on the movie and great talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Very nice meeting you.
Likewise.